What's going on, everyone? Anchor of Time here, and welcome to episode 1 of Anchor Builds. Now, this is going to be a series that revolves around all projects assembly related, and I thought the perfect way to kick it off would be with Legos. Now, before we get into today's video, I would like to thank my partners over at Viter Energy for making this possible. If you're looking for a better energy alternative that doesn't come with crash and any of the nasty chemicals you find in modern energy drinks, head on over to goviter.com and you can use my promo code, which is Anchor, for 25% off your first purchase. They come in 5 breath fresheningly flavors, and I absolutely love them. Now, without further ado, let's crack it open. Looks like we got a couple bags, instruction booklet. That is everything. Alrighty. Well, one thing that they highly recommend when it comes to Legos in any size build or kit, it would be sorting all of your bricks by color. But I'm not like everyone else. I just like to make a mess of it. Now, I've got a good feeling I'm going to get crucified by those of you in the comments who are Lego aficionados. Something along the lines of, "Oh, you're not doing that right. You need to organize." Well, organize schmorganize. I see no fun in it. Besides, I like to take my time with Legos. I know there's speed builders and whatnot out there, but that's not what I came here to do today. Today is just going to be a relaxed construction video, and it looks like we are starting with the creeper. So first off, you get one of these, a 4x6 green brick. Then they also want a 1x2 red brick with a slot in it. So that's going to go on there. For the next step, we want 3 of these and 1 of these. Those are going to go on like so. And the little red trailer hitch, as I like to call these, will be inserted right in here. Now on the next, we'll put this to the side for a moment. We're going to grab one of these. And then we're going to grab 2 of these. These are going to thread through like so. And then they want 2 of these capped onto the end. And following that, they want 2 of these pieces you're going to thread the red rods through these, like so. Then from there, you'll stick that on to the green and red part. Following that, you're going to go and grab 2 more of these. These will go on the sides. Oh wait, oop, yep, I messed up a step. Silly me. Oh, I'm really out of my element today. I suppose I should explain that I've only been awake for about half an hour now, and I've barely had any caffeine in me. My brain is still in the process of registering reality. So, in a correct manner this time, take 2 of the dark greens, followed by 2 of the light greens, and again, followed by 2 of the dark greens. And it should look like so. Now we take another green panel, and that'll go right on top. And this should complete the base of the creeper. The abdomen, I should say. Now moving on from here, we're going to be doing some of the detail work. So we're going to take one of these flat panels. That'll go here. And then you want 1 small light green panel and 2 small dark green panels. And then 1 small gray stud. And those are going to go on like so. And on to the next step. It's pretty much a rinse and repeat, albeit double quantities for each brick. So we're going to take 2 more flat light green panels. They're going to go like so. Now I can just hear some of you in the comments yelling at me for not going in any proper order. But, you know, I think when it comes to small, simple Lego sets like this, it doesn't really matter what order you go in. That's how I've always felt anyways. So you're going to take another small light green panel, followed by 2 more dark green panels. And then another gray stud. And then rinse and repeat for the last portion. One light green. Oh. This can be a bit of a bugger to find sometimes, because they're so small. And my vision honestly isn't the best. But nonetheless, I still enjoy doing these. Now, there we go. Take 2 more dark greens like so. And then 1 final gray stud. And this should comprise the creeper's abdomen. Next up, we're going to take 2 of these, because these are going to be the means of affixing the legs. You're going to thread those through. You want them to be about halfway through exactly. So then you can affix these which are going to be the joints for the legs. And there's going to be 4 of these in total. And I'll go on like so. Alright, now next up, I do believe, would come the creeper's legs. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these, and you're going to take a dark green stud. That goes on like so. You're going to take one of these, which I like to call a Tetris piece, because they bear an uncanny resemblance. Lay that down right next to it. And then you're going to take another joint piece like so. That's going to fix these two together to form the base for the leg. And from there, you're going to take another dark green stud. That will go here. And then you're going to take one of these feet pieces. Will go on like so. And then you're going to take a dark green Tetris piece. That will stack on top of this. Then you'll get this light green brick. We'll slide in here. And then you're going to take this light green panel to finish the surface. Oh wait. Oh, yep, I botched that again. Goodness. So what you're actually going to do is you're going to take the small black panel, like so. And then you're going to take this dark green panel that will go in right next to it. And now you can take this light green panel that will hook in there. And with that, that will complete one of the creeper legs. So then you're just going to rinse and repeat, although back to the start. Like so. Just adjust that so you get the whole picture in there. Stick on the foot piece. On another dark green. And then light green. Followed by another black. Another dark green. And a light green. And that will have completed one set of the creeper's legs. At which point you can go in and affix them, like so. then from there, we're going to do virtually the exact same for the remaining two legs. I may or may not end up cutting this portion out. Just for the sake of cutting down time on the video. All right, and with that, we've got the other two. Oh, nope, not quite, because again, I skipped a step. I hadn't even turned the page yet. This just goes to show that no matter how many years you do Legos for, everyone makes mistakes. Now, we've got the second pair of legs finished. We will affix those on, like so. They should snap on nice and tight. And there we've got 2/3 of a creeper. For the final portion, the head, you're going to take this dark green base, and you're going to go grab these swivel pieces. That's going to fit in there. And these would usually facilitate movement. For the next step, we want a total of 4 light green blocks. One and 2 and 3 and 4. And we're going to take a small dark green piece here. That's going to go on top. And then followed by this dark green chair-shaped piece. Then we're going to take a tall red block, fit that into this gap. We'll take one of these, and 2 of these red pieces. Those will stack on top of each other, and this will fit right next to the red block. Then from there, we want 4 more light green blocks. But before that, because I skipped a step again, this time farther back, we want 2 of these dark green blocks, like so. Now, for the light green blocks, those will go on each side. And for the next layer, we want right smack in the middle, not that one, but a light green. And then a total of 4 dark greens for each corner. And then once you've got all those stacked on, you can take the 2 pieces of the creeper face, the mouth and the eyes respectively, and then you can just tap those on, and there you've got your creeper head. And might I say, he is quite the handsome creeper. So now, before we finish assembling a creeper, we're going to go in, open up his cranium, like so, and we're going to take this little gunpowder block, and we're going to stick that in his noggin. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with Minecraft and its mechanics, you actually obtain gunpowder from defeating creepers. So this little gunpowder block hiding in his noggin is a nice little nod to that. Then we're going to close his noggin, and we're going to put his head on his shoulders. And there you have a complete creeper. Fits right in my palm. Let's get a close-up look. Do a little bit of a 360. Now for articulation. Each of his legs does rotate about 90 degrees. Well, 90 degrees. So you can have a little bit of posability. And then his head is on a swivel joint, so that can rotate a full 360. And that completes our creeper. So next up, we got our Ocelot. So we're going to start with a 2x6 yellow piece, or gold, whichever you prefer to call it. We're going to take a 2x4, a 2x2, stick that on. From there, we will be adding on this piece, which will comprise, I believe, the neck joint. So then after that, we'll take one yellow brick and one brown brick. So we'll go side by side like so. Then we'll take one dark green that will fit in here, followed by I don't know what color you want to consider this. It's kind of like a tannish, if I were to say. So that will go on top of the dark green. Then you want the slanted yellow piece, this ramp, I like to call it. That will go there. And then on top of the tan, we get this yellow, followed by two more yellow 2x2s. And then subsequently, you're going to take one more brown block and one more yellow block, respectively. And next to those, you're going to add in these 1x2 tan blocks. And after that comes two consecutive 2x6 yellow blocks, followed by another mix of two tan, two tan, one yellow, and one brown. If I can, oh, there it is. It was hiding. See, it's for that reason some Lego aficionados, well, vast majority, like to sort by color, so they're not picking through bricks for a while, like I am, but to each their own. So then after the two tan, you've got one yellow and one brown. And that's going to be followed by two more yellow 2x6. Now, I'm not sure if you can see, but this is starting to take on the coloration of the Ocelot. The combination of brown and yellow and tan. Alright, so after these, it's going to come now. Actually, quick correction to a mistake I made. This was a dark brown piece that was supposed to come after. Let me quick replace that with the light brown piece. Now we take the dark brown piece. That's going to go alongside another yellow. And followed by that, a 1x2 dark green. and a 1x2 tan, and you're going to take another yellow ramp piece. It's going to go on like so, followed by another one of these. And at the very top, you're going to have this white piece, like so. Then you can start on the details, which are the side panels. So you're going to flip this. You're going to take one long yellow, one short tan, one short yellow, and then another long yellow. And there you've got one side of the ocelot. We're going to go flip around and rinse and repeat. One long yellow, followed by, oh, this one's actually different, huh? Followed by one short yellow, and then one short brown this time, and then another long yellow. Right, and there you've got the ocelot's torso as it is. Next up is going to come his little paws, and to craft those, since these are Minecraft creatures, you're going to take one 1x2 tan and one 1x2 white brick, like so. And you're going to add on two of these little clamp pieces for pressure holds. And you're going to do this exactly twice to make a pair of legs, to make two pairs of legs. So, second verse, same as the first. And that phrase I used right there was borrowed from another YouTuber I'm a big fan of. Goes by the name of mgo316, and he specializes in toy reviews. I would highly recommend you go check him out sometime. So just as the first, we're going to finish off with two of these yellow clamps. And those are going to go straight on to the ocelot's torso, like so. And there you've got a headless and tailless cat. Now on to the next step, which is going to be the head. You're going to go in and take this 2x6. You're going to take two of these yellow holds, and one of these white ones. This white one should form the neck joint. Add on the two yellow ones. Then in the center, you are going to place another white block, followed by another yellow block. And on both sides are going to go two 1x2 yellow blocks. For the step after that, we are going to make the ocelot's face, which would be comprised of this, which would be the cat's nose, and this, which would be his eyes. Now orient that correctly so he doesn't have upside down eyes. Add his eyes on, and then add on his nose piece, and that's just the cutest little nose I've ever seen on any Lego. And then you're just going to take his head, affix that to his neck, and oriented, so always looking forward. And then very lastly is going to come the tail, which is going to be a 1x4, which you'll add on two of these. And another 1x4 flat piece. That will make the first section of the tail. Next up comes another 1x4. And then you're going to add on one brown stud, one tan stud, and one gray stud. Well, gray 1x2. And then another flat 1x4. Then you're going to snap that onto the first section of the tail. You're going to bend it just like a cat's, or in this case, Ocelot's. And then you can snap that onto his buttocks. And there you have your little Minecraft Ocelot. We'll just bring that up close for some detail. A little 360. Now for articulation, his legs do move about 90 degrees each. Well, the front legs move 90 degrees. The rear ones will only move about 45 because they're in a bit of a dip. His head has 90 degrees of movement, and his tail has about just shy of 180 degrees for the first segment and about 180 degrees for the second segment. So out of his entire body, his tail is probably the most posable. And we're going to set him down right next to the creeper. And as you can see, as with pretty much all Lego builds, there's bound to be leftovers, because I think we all know the small components like to get lost rather easily, so you're gonna have some strays. But just tuck those away for later if you ever decide to build again. Oh, and before I forget, they do include a little fish for your Ocelot, and you can have him chewing on it. So this little pressure hold right here, you're going to clip in the fish's tail, and he can have a little snack. Now, that marks episode 1 of Anchor Builds complete. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Anchor out.